you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, unang tanong kay General Purisima. Kahapon po, ni-request kung papayag kayo na mapa-forensic exam yung cellphone ninyo at hindi kayo pumayag at nirespeto ng komite ang inyong posisyon. Ngayon po, tanong ko lang, maaari po bang pahintulutan nyo na hingiin ng komite sa telco na kinaukulan, kahit yung ano na lang po, yung call and text logs. Particular, nung araw ng January 25, siguro hanggang 26, para maging dagdag na reference, no, hinggil sa mga communications na naganap. Payag po kayo?
Your Honor, the same request was made in the Senate, and I did not agree to the giving of the waiver for my to the telcos.
O kayo pumapayag? Ano lang po ito? Call and text logs. In other words, yung nilalaman po ng mga text halimbawa ay hindi naman mapapasa kamay ng komite. Yun lang record nung oras at sa anong numero nag-text. Ganun lang po.
Your Honor, when we agree to the opening of the records of the telcos, it doesn't necessarily mean that they can filter the security measure, the data that can be collected may go to other purposes. That's why we are not agreeing to that, Your Honor.
Unfortunately, mukhang no po ang sagot ni General Purisima. So, let's leave it at that. I have limited time. Ngayon po, para kay General Guerrero, nung umaga po, malinaw na si Pangulong Aquino nakakakuha ng mga updates hinggil sa Mama Sapano mula kay General Purisima sa kanyang mga text. Pero batay sa sinubmit ni General Purisima, tumigil na yung pag-update niya by 11:38 a.m. Tapos yung susunod na update na niya was at 6:20 p.m. So nung hapon po, saan na po nakakakuha ng impormasyon si Pangulo hinggil sa mga nangyayari sa Mama Sapano? Importante po to para malaman natin ano yung sources of information na pinagkunan ni Pangulong Aquino to make decisions, if any, and to give guidance. I presume na sa inyo na po yon, General Guerrero, kasi sabi naman ni AFP Chief of Staff Katapang, wala daw siyang update na binigay. Sabi rin ni Secretary Gasmin and ni Secretary Rojas. So, General Guerrero, maaari po bang isalaysay nyo sa komite chronologically at detalyado yung lahat ng mga pangyayari mula nung magkita kayo sa Zamboanga nang dumating si Pangulo ron hanggang sa siya'y umalis, and include any updates that you gave to the President or anyone else regarding Mama Sapano, and any guidance or directives that the President gave.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, nung araw po yun, ang intention po ng visit ng ating Pangulo ay to brief him on the Zamboanga car bomb blast. So yun po yung topic namin for the day. We prepared for that on January 24, the day before. Dumating po ang ating Pangulo at 10:20. So pagpasok po doon sa Edwin Andrews Air Base, sa VIP Lounge, there was a prepared briefing room. And so he entered that room and we waited for him to start the conference. At around before 12, hindi pa po kami nakapag-usap tungkol sa briefing ko about the car bomb blast in Giwan. So I was called by the President to a room inside the VIP Lounge, and he asked me about the updates in Central Mindanao. So what I told him is the telephone call of General Espina. telling me or informing me that the SAP had an encounter in the area of Maguindanao. And so I told the President that after that, I received 2 texts from General Purisima telling me na, Bok, can I call you? What I'm saying now is included in my sworn statement, Your Honor. At 6:07, I received the first call from General Spina. This is the first time that I was informed about the encounter, 6:04 a.m. At 6:07, I called up General Pangilinan so that I would know what's happening in his area of responsibility. Sinabi po niya sa akin na may na-receive siyang text from Director Napeñas informing him that they are going to conduct law enforcement operation. A future tense po yung text ni Director Napeñas kay General Pangilinan, which he read at about 0600 or alas 6 po ng umaga. And so I told him na tinawagan ako ni General Spina, humingi ng tulong or assistance. So I directed him, being his direct superior, I told him to provide support, the necessary support to the SAP in his area of responsibility. Yun po yung sinabi ko kay Presidente. After that, we went back to the conference room and waited for him to start the conference briefing about the Zamboanga car bomb blast.
Tapos doon, nag-briefing kayo hinggil sa bomb blast?
Yes, Your
Tuloy-tuloy lang
Honor.
po ba yun?
Tuloy-tuloy po yun.
Mula anong oras po nagsimula at anong oras natapos yung briefing hinggil sa bomb blast?
Around before 12 po, nag-umpisa kami ng briefing. And we completed the briefing at around 13 or 1:50 in the afternoon. Pagkatapos po noon, nag-lunch kami. 1:50 ng hapon. So nag-lunch po yung mga nasa present doon sa briefing about the car bomb blast. And then at 2:40, we departed the airbase and started the visitation to the different patients in 5 hospitals in Zamboanga City. Ang una pong dinaanan yung site ng G1 bomb blast. Pagkatapos po dinaanan yung mga ospital, binisita po ni Pangulo ang mga pasyente na tinamaan nung pangyayari na yon. At around yung last pong binisita ay yung City Jail or they call it Zamboanga City Reformatory Center. Nakabalik po kami sa VIP lounge sa airbase at around 4:50 in the afternoon. At patuloy po yung briefing again, question and answer about the car bomb blast. I was then with the Director of PNP Pro 9 or Police Regional Office 9, Chief Superintendent Ed Basbas, and the City Director of Zamboanga City, Senior Superintendent Angelito Casimiro. So kami po yung sumasagot ng mga tanong tungkol po doon sa investigation regarding the car bomb blast.
So mula bandang alas 11 hanggang 4:50 p.m. ay ang sinasabi nyo, wala na kayong pinag-usapan at hindi na kayo nagbigay ng updates hinggil sa nangyayari sa Mamasapan, no?
Directly to the President, wala po. Kasi ang chain of command po si Chief of Staff, si General Katapang. So whenever I receive an update from General Pangilinan, pinapakita ko po kay General Katapang. So in open session, do sa briefing, yun lang po ang pagkakataon na pwede kong idiretso sa Presidente yung aking nalalaman about the incident, which was coming in trickles, bits and pieces of information, mainly from General Pangilinan, based on his updates, and General Galvez, who is also my Deputy for Peace. So yun lang po yung naipaparating namin. As far as I am concerned, I do not know the other sources of information, Your Honor.
Clarification po, ibig nyo sabihin, habang nagbi-briefing kayo sa Zamboanga, may dumarating na update sa inyo, pinapaabot nyo po kay Katapang. Ay, sorry, kay General Katapang.
Yes, Your Honor.
Opo. General Katapang, so ina-update kayo, inaabot nyo ba kay Presidente yung mga updates ni General Guerrero?
Your Honor, hindi po namin i-update si Presidente noon because
Bakit hindi po? Di ba katabi nyo lang si Pangulo?
he was busy. They were busy nung ikot na po sila noon sa mga ospital at saka mga namatayan. And then yung sa bomb site. Nagkaroon po ng update na mga paalis na po siya, mga alas 5 po ng hapon. Nagbigay po ng update sa kanila o tinanong po ng ating Pangulo kung meron tayong update dun sa Mama Sapano incident, and doon na po nabigay yung update sa ating Presidente.
So after the briefing bandang alas 5 na po, si Pangulo ang nag-request ng update. At sino po nagbigay ng update?
Si General Guerrero po, Your Honor.
General Guerrero, could you relate the update that you gave?
At around 5:54 in the afternoon, 5:50, pinag-present po ako ng briefing in a conference type. So doon po sa conference room na yon, nandun po yung Pangulo, ang Secretary of Interior, Secretary of Defense, the Chief of Staff, and other officers from the police and other agencies. So I gave a PowerPoint briefing, 2 PowerPoint lang po ito. Isa po yung mapa, actually Google Map po to kasi wala po ako sa headquarters ko because I do not know anything about the operations of the Special Action Force. So we just presented the SPMS box and the general vicinity of the encounter. The second slide was only about the timeline regarding the information that I was getting that day from my ground commander. Yun lang po ang aking nailabas. Wala na po ibang informasyon because we were blind. We did not know the exact details of the ongoing operations of the Special Action Force, Your Honor.